Still looking at me.
And what's up, Mighty Gang? How you doing? It's your boy, the Multitasker, and welcome back to another reaction video. Let me scratch that. This is a death battle reaction time. That's right. It's Sasuke versus Hiei, Naruto versus Yu Yu Hakusho. And what else to say about this? Two of the most badass characters that are cold, dark-hearted, and with family issues? I think that's probably right up to their alley. I mean, Sasuke, who's the lone survivor of the Uchiha clan, who witnessed that his entire family was slaughtered by his older brother Itachi, and what else could you do about that except go on a hell-bent revenge if it meant to leave the Hidden Leaf village to become the path of the shinobi, and which that he did. And then you have Hiei, who was born from the ice world that's been abandoned and left as an orphan, raised by the demons, and that what can you do about that? You want to get revenge, but kind of turns out that it's not what he wanted, and just leave his so-called family and just let them live. I mean, that's kind of crazy. And, you know, it's been a while I haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho like I used to back in when it first aired it on Toonami, you know, on Cartoon Network, because of how the episodes were being edited, because of the viewers may not be suited for the graphic violence and continuity, and the language was a bunch of BS's, and thank goodness that Adult Swim came along, and that became a game changer for all the anime series. But anyways, this is going to be an interesting fight to see, because I don't know who's going to win, but only way to find out is to watch it right here. And let me first off, I'd like to apologize for the late hour, and it's already 3 a.m. Let's just say that Mighty had a good evening earlier tonight, so I'll explain that another time, because this is important. Unfortunately, that I would like to watch the whole episode, but let's just say I'm having a little bit of a, experiencing technical difficulties. So I've already watched the reviews. So needless to say, that Hiei is a S-class demon that is pretty much in a league of his own, especially that possessing of the dragon of the darkness flame that will obliterate you at an instant. Then of course you have Sasuke's Sharingan, which is OP as hell in its own right. So this is going to be a very interesting to see how this is going to be outcome, because to be honest, it felt like this is a close match. I think they're even, but I'm just gonna say, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna root for Sasuke. So without further ado, let's get right to the battle.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities. It's time for a death battle!
All right, let's go. 2D sprites.
You! Where are you going? That's not your business. Turn back!
He doesn't get...
I'll end this quickly.
Ooh, let's see.
promise there's a good explanation. This was an extremely close match. Sasuke was certainly faster than Hiei given his light speed reactions through scaling to Naruto. And technically he went through superior training, so there's certainly a few versions of this fight where he could use those advantages to take the win.
But we're always looking for who has the best chances to win most often, not just in very specific situations.
Exactly. At first glance, it's easy to assume Sasuke's enormous and varied arsenal could have simply overwhelmed Hiei. But to our surprise, Hiei had perfect counters for almost everything Sasuke could throw at him. Being a fire and ice demon hybrid with elemental resistances, he's powered through electrical attacks like the Chidori before, and his fire immunity and oneness with the darkness flame turned the devastating Amaterasu into a mere annoyance.
Sasuke's Rinnegan gave him gravity control, and that Sharingan Genjutsu was pretty brutal. But Hiei's Jagan gave him telekinesis and mental protections, putting the brakes on Sasuke's eye shenanigans. Even if Sasuke tried using human path on him to rip out his soul, it wouldn't have mattered, because Hiei could keep fighting as a ghost.
And frankly, it's unlikely Sasuke was that much faster. While Hiei could outpace Lightning at C-Class, the difference between Spirit classes is far greater than a simple 100 or 200% increase. After all, a lower S-Class could beat 3 A-Class fighters without much effort, and Hiei is an upper S-Class. But most surprisingly, Hiei's level of power surpassed Sasuke's.
No friggin' way.
Let's look at the Susanoo's meteor feat. By measuring the meteor's size compared to the Susanoo and applying sheer force, we determined this feat equaled about 364 teratons of TNT at most.
In scientific terms, that's a hell of a lot. And obviously, scaling to Naruto means he could take a hit worth 27 exatons. How could Hiei top that?
Well, recall how there were multiple claims that S-Class demons could obliterate the Earth. Since most fights took place in the demon world, which is much hardier than the human one, these claims were difficult to prove and seemed a little dubious.
Until Yusuke fought Yomi and they made that gigantic explosion.
As we determined earlier, that blast was at least 4.5 million meters tall. At minimum, the kinetic energy of an explosion like this would equal about 285 zetatons of TNT.
That's 21 zeros. Way more than Sasuke's meteor feat. Even if we half it, because there's 2 people doing the punching, that's still over 5,000 times greater than the Naruto moon slice.
It's probably even more impressive than that. If the tree is actually closer to the clouds, and therefore closer to the planet, that technically changes the shot's perspective, which would mean the tree is actually even wider, the explosion even larger, and thus the kinetic energy even greater.
So when Genkai said an S-Class demon like Yusuke or Hiei could wipe out a planet, she wasn't kidding around.
Correct. While Sasuke is equal to beings powerful enough to slice and shift moons, he still could not match Hiei's strength. Even if Hiei was only half as strong as Yusuke, this would still put him well above Sasuke in terms of sheer power output and durability.
So while Sasuke was still faster, he had a real tough time trying to land a fatal blow.
There were a lot of factors in this fight, and Sasuke certainly clinched several advantages of his own. But in the end, Hiei's impeccable abilities, perfect counters, and clearly superior power took the victory.
Sasuke lost the edge and was a Sharinganer.
The winner is Hiei.
Lord.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link down below.
And if you just can't get enough Death Battle, make sure to click the link over there to keep watching.
Oh, who's next?
No man can challenge my power.
Oh, that's the
But what is a man?
Gandalf versus Dracula. Oh my goodness. And that's going to be in October. That's one way to celebrate a little early for Halloween. For all the Sasuke fans, I am sorry. Sorry I let them down. It was a good guess. You can't blame me on that one. But I keep forgetting that Hiei is a upper class demon. With his speed and the durability and being as a hybrid of fire and ice, he definitely had the upper advantage to win. Damn it. Yeah, at least I tried. But other than that, and I did say this was a close match, but it was a good one though. So I'm going ahead and end this video, so don't forget to smash those likes, leave a comment down below, and also, if you're new to this channel, be sure to click and subscribe where you get notification of this guy right here for reaction, gaming, music, and streaming. And with that, Mighty Avenger signing out. So good night, but I will catch you all in the next video. So good night and enjoy the rest of the day.